All right, guys, today we are gonna be reacting to why is life satisfaction in Germany so low. Okay, let's see. A lot of people are saying that last year the life satisfaction in Germany was high, but these are foreigners, so I would love to hear their opinions. Let's jump in.
I'm from Ukraine.
China originally. Portugal.
I'm half Spanish. I'm from Catalonia, like next to Barcelona.
The Netherlands.
Peru.
Germany. I'm from Russia, actually.
Yeah, me too.
Pakistan.
India.
I'm Macedonian.
Pakistan.
Colombia.
Taiwan.
Germany.
I'm from India.
European Union has ranked Germany the lowest for satisfaction, living satisfaction. What do you guys think about that?
That's a good question. I think
For a country rich in culture and integration, European Union has decided to rank Germany near enough all the way at the bottom, just underneath Bulgaria, for life sustainability. Why is that? Let's go meet some people and understand what is really going on.
From my opinion, Germany is a very good country for living here because all people who are living here, they are first of all protected by government. So that's why the level of life is really very high. And from my opinion, as I know, all people who are here, they are normally probably satisfied with their life here.
I mean, I just moved here a month ago, so I don't really have much of a experience to say about it. But I think maybe it's more like the first impressions we get, and then once you get to know German people, they might not they might seem more chill and more happy. So maybe it's like they're ranked like that because of
Kind of agree with that because comparing to other European countries, other places, for example, in Portugal, are more friendlier and it has more sun and the weather is better, so it kind of makes people more happy. So I don't know, maybe because of having an inside life makes you more unhappy with your things, but I'm here also, so it's not that bad.
And of course, the German culture is different, especially depending on where you're living in Bayern or Baden-Württemberg, places like this. So it's a very big difference. And things are hard, a lot of bureaucracy for sure. But these are the difficulties you need to get through. But I'm of the perspective that there are difficult situations everywhere.
I think many people are a bit more grumpy than they need to. And I think just making the extra effort to do something nice once in a while and just to be like a bit unnecessary nice in the bakery or when you buy things or when you're out and about, I think that would overall improve the mood a bit.
Well, as I was saying, I think it's crazy because your food here is so good. I don't know how this study was performed, but maybe they should ask people about their happiness while they're eating in the best restaurants, so you'll get better responses.
I feel I don't totally agree, but I think there are phases. It just takes time to kind of gel into this community, but after a while it gets happier. That's what I feel.
Agree.
Okay.
I feel like the Munich people, they look sad on the metros or on the streets compared to other countries in the States or in Paris, in France, wherever else. I think that German people, they are very practical. They judge things on a very objective sense. So when things go wrong, they just express their emotion on their face.
And also, I think the mentality in Germany, it revolves around hard working. So people they generally tend to work hard. And if you look at countries like Italy or generally south of Europe, Greece, Spain, Italy, these people are more outgoing, they're more social.
Laid back, a lot of laid back. I think that I was reading about Second World War. The Spaniards were battling. There was a small infantry of Spaniards, close to 9,000 of them. They went to battle actually and Russian for the German. And a lot of the Germans were surprised how relaxed some of these Spanish fighters were. So while the Germans were just trying to just figure out what to do next between battle, the Spaniards were just basically just hanging out, drinking, but they were very good at the battlefield. So I think it's a cultural thing. Puerto Ricans, because they have a high Spaniard density when it comes down to cultural aspects. We're very similar, and you can see that a lot in Puerto Rico. Very laid back. They're not, So I understand where he's coming from.
And I think these people rather work to live, and in Germany it's the opposite.
I suppose actually it's from mentality. The German people are very critical to everything, and also for the every small things, and that's why if you hear the Germans, they actually always complain about something. That's why maybe it looks like they are not happy, but actually, yeah.
Yeah, I think they are maybe happy, but
don't show it.
No.
And don't say it, because if you say, yeah, I'm happy, then the politicals will think, okay, we don't do anything to do it better. That's why they say, it's so bad. It's bad.
Yeah, that's a good point. So playing a little bit of that double psychology kind of thing. That's a good point.
But the politicals should be more interested to make our life happy, and it works, I think.
I think the only one problem is a very high level of bureaucracy.
Okay.
That's the problem, really. If you need to do any documents, it takes a really long time. This is the only problem.
I think that's because the UK left.
Yeah. I do think maybe if we go back in the EU, we'll probably just go above Germany from the bottom. So
I hope so, yeah.
So I think one of the biggest things, like with these statistics in Germany, is like I think the Germans are so like anything that's like remotely wrong, like a broken ampoule, or they'll report it. And I think with the statistics, I think it's a little bit over the top. Do you know what I mean? German efficiency. That's like.
Well, you know what's crazy? I mean, are you against it? I mean, German efficiency is to make sure you're not complacent. Like it's the emotion to be under the impression of being complacent. I think we can all agree on that, right? Am I crazy? Somehow, if we can agree that, hey, maybe we should not be complacent. That's how the Germans see this. I think that's a good point.
I think for me, it wouldn't hold true because I think it's about perspective, right? What do you want your priorities are? My priorities are very much fulfilled here, even in Munich, which is not considered the best happening place to be. So, for me, it's fine. But I could understand how people would say they're not really happy here because it's a very different culture. A lot of people coming here, a lot of people who are especially international, coming from global south and stuff like that.
I would say that people on the streets they don't smile so.
But like it's like in Moscow. In Moscow, people are so busy and they want to do money, and that's why they're very busy and don't have time to be happy. They are staying in traffic jam. That's why. But in small cities, it's
in St. Petersburg is well.
The best city of the world.
People are they love their work, and if you work, you are not happy. And if you see Italy or France, they don't work, so they're happy. Like.
Yeah. I mean, the mentality of the people. I think it's shifting with the new generation. Okay. Gen Z is a bit different. They don't want.
I think that's more like a cope. They always say that the new generations, right? They always say that. We used to say that. I'm millennial, by the way. We all used to say that. Well, because of the new generation. That's just gaslighting, bro. That's cope. You're coping, man. I don't think that's gonna change. Culture is culture, unless you reject culture, you become something else, right? You maximize your hippie, your hippie mindset, and you just want to dismantle the entire thing. But I don't think it's gonna change because then you become older, and then you realize that then. It's like a cycle, like drunken cycle. Just let it go, man. It is what it is. And this guy's German. I don't think it's a good idea for you guys to be changing things around. I'll be honest. I don't think it's a good idea. The reason is because the reason a lot of these people want to come to Germany is because of what you guys have become, or what you guys became. Great country, great culture. Little strict in a lot of things, right? If we can go back and forward of what things need to be changed, that's fine. That's fine. We can do that. But a lot of these cultures are going there because of that same thing that you guys are. Don't change. Now, if you guys change it to be better, not to be non-German. Does that make sense?
Want to work over hours, they try to be more relaxed and rather enjoy the life. So maybe we'll see a shift in generation. Maybe Germany will be a few places further in the European rankings. Yeah.
For example, Americans, they would try to hide it, I think, for their cultural sense.
Yeah.
But German people are just very practical, so they just show it on their face.
Yeah, well, I agree with her. Americans tend to be like, hey, no, we sucks. We Americans, we sucks. We bad guys. You guys are coming from Pakistan from here. You guys are better, kind of thing. Yeah, because they wanna. It's true. They wanna hide it. Well, the Germans are different. Germans like, hey, this is what it is. What it is. This is what we are. You see, and she has a good point. The Taiwanese girl. Americans tend to hide it just to be nice and polite. Yeah, wow. That's not okay, folks. It comes with the hospitality, but it's a first interaction. It's with a lie, and that makes it bad. Right? The Germans are more straightforward, and that way you already know what you're getting.
I told you I don't live in Germany, but I can see why unhappiness might come from. Yeah. I think it's just the focus in career, the focus in life, because everybody's trying to hustle and get something. Yeah. I would think that people who are not in the city would be happier compared to people being in the city because they're always chasing something. And I think it would be just a proper unhappiness with their identity, I would think.
I think for our age or for international, it's really hard to integrate in Germany sometimes. You need the German level quite high. For example, if we're working here, you need a B1. But also in terms of integration of Germans, they take longer time. So I believe that's also a happiness problem sometimes because it feels like you still need some time to integrate yourself. And yeah, it's a very serious culture which can be good, but also bad sometimes. Yeah.
I think people could be a bit more welcoming, dial down a bit. You don't need to be so serious all the time. Like you can just be chill, be calmer, and just don't get influenced.
Not much to say when they say that comment. No, I'm just gonna be quiet.
It's by the weather too much. The weather is bad.
Shops on Sundays.
Yeah.
Yeah, might not be the case.
I think German people, they care less about how other people perceive them. Because if they're not happy, they don't want to be like, I'm pretending to be happy, so everybody's happy. Yeah. When they're not happy, they just show it on their face. But when they are happy, they will still express their happiness.
But in general, I think people need to realize that they live in a good country with a lot of rights, access to healthcare, for example. Yeah. And they need to be aware that this is not guaranteed in other countries, for example.
There we go. The German guy's talking. I like it. I like the German guy. He's basically telling you, man, hey, you better appreciate what we have here. That's what he said. That's what he said. You better appreciate what we have here. It is what it is. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
And maybe if they change this attitude, they'll be more happier.
I think it grows slowly on you. Like Germany, like when I came here, I was intimidated because our first experience was we walked into a bakery shop and that woman was really straight-faced and really rude. So
maybe they don't travel a lot and have an opportunity to compare with another countries because in I think in many countries it's not so good. I mean, like in Germany.
Right. Yeah, she's right.
I think so.
What do you think Germany can take from Switzerland?
Nature, I would say.
Yeah.
I think the highest ranking country in terms of happiness is Finland.
Oh, and yes, that's true.
They do attribute it to their focus in nature.
Wow.
And Switzerland, our focus is alpine, mountains. People like skiing, going to the mountains for a weekend. And I think that is most part of the Germany. They do that, but the expats probably wouldn't have this culture. So I would say endorsing nature more in your daily life, getting away from the hustle bustle, or just really, chasing what you want to do in life rather than just enjoy what you have. That would be the main way to go.
First, when you come here, it's kind of intimidating, but I think it grows slowly on you. So now I think after 1.5 years, we feel more settled here. But I think the language is a major blocker.
Well done. You've done so well. So well, Rob. Well done. You're welcome. You've done so well. Well done. Honestly.
Thank you.
There you go. Absolutely criminal. That's so well. Well done. Absolute pleasure. That's so well.
Such a good guy,
Massive
man.
thanks to everyone that appeared in this video. I have now gotten a Patreon, which basically you can see.
Such a good guy, man. I like him. He's very good. A lot of these videos that he does, such a good guy. He gets very good information, folks. He does get very good information. I'm glad that he's doing this, right? I mean, I don't know what to say, but this is amazing. Yeah, my personal opinion, why is life satisfaction in Germany so low? Was just, this is more like a subjective metric, right? Satisfaction. What constitutes satisfaction? It might be for some other country, the lifestyle of the Germans might be like, wow, man, how the hell you guys cannot have satisfaction with Germans? No. Our satisfaction level is measured by different things. It's a very subjective matter. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion. In the meantime, I will see you in the next one.